More than 100,000 escaped slaves made their way to freedom through the Underground Railroad. One of them was a man from Virginia who unshackled himself from the bondage of slavery by shipping himself away in a box. Rashida Kaba takes us into the daring escape by Henry Box Brown.
The railroad really was the internet of its time. I mean, it changed American life socially, culturally, economically.
The B&O Railroad in Baltimore, Maryland is no longer open, but the culturally rich site now known as the B&O Museum brings the forgotten passage to light.
These are hallowed grounds that we're sitting on right now. And that's why we made this exhibit, because this is where the freedom seekers stood.
The storied property that sits about a mile away from the Inner Harbor is where notable escaped slaves and abolitionists journeyed through to get to freedom during the Underground Railroad movement. And despite popular belief, the Underground Railroad did in fact include some railroad systems. For someone like Henry Box Brown, who did not have any freedom papers, nor did he have a white person to vouch for him, he was forced to find another way. So in 1849, he made his daring escape by squeezing himself into a small 3-foot-long by 2-foot-wide wooden box. He was said to be about 5 foot 8 inches tall.
He actually put felt and lined the box with felt. So can you imagine how hot that box must have been for 27 hours?
And this room at the B&O Museum narrates the story of his perilous escape.
You'll also find a replica of the box that Henry Box Brown traveled in for 27 hours, making his way to freedom from Richmond, Virginia to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Inside of that box was saltine crackers, a bladder of water, and a hand drill so that he could make air holes so he could breathe throughout that journey.
He was taken on the wagon and carried to the place.
Once Brown stepped out of the box and into freedom, he became an abolitionist, unveiling the truths of the forgotten passage and detailed his audacious liberation. He's just one of the handful of notable and brave souls who escaped using the B&O Railroad system. Why is knowing their stories so important?
It's important for everyone. Why don't we know their stories?
In Baltimore, I'm Rashida Kaba.